if you haven't been paying attention to what Daniel and I talk about when it comes to hybrid, we have always believed in the hybrid cloud. And we just got done saying a moment ago that pretty much everybody is headed that direction, whether you're a public cloud first, hybrid second, or you are on-prem infrastructure and then hybrid. That's where everybody's going. And surprise, IBM is here too with IBM Satellite. And Satellite is essentially a control plane, the ability of using multi-cloud to manage workloads on any cloud, regardless of where it is. And IBM also has hardware, interestingly enough, Dell hardware, that you can have the same configuration that is in the IBM public cloud and have it on-prem. Does it sound like Outposts? Yes, because it's very, very similar. And each one of these, I almost said outpost. Each one of these satellites is connected by something called a cloud satellite link that provides the connection to the IBM control plane. So, and then, as we've seen with other companies, they're building out their catalog of applications, right? Their catalog of capabilities. I flashed up the what HP was doing out there, and IBM has their version as well. And one thing is, it's funny. IBM is one of the last traditional vendors to get into this game. But listen, if there are 100 innings. It's still the second or third inning. That they are the last relevant person to deliver that. But I don't think that's some big black eye here. And oh, by the way, a plug for my blog on Forbes. If you want to read more, we've had 18,000 people view it so far, and go give it a look.
Yeah, I would say go be 18,001. This was a great rundown, Pat. I hope you don't let my compliment go to your head. I'll try not to suck the air out of this one. Next time you'll just be like, you suck. And I'll be like, all right, that's fine.
Nah, this is good. No, I like when you get passionate. We kind of do that to each other. We get excited about a topic and just like hoover up every last
I spent a lot of time
insights out there.
I spent a lot of time on Oracle, doing the Squawk Alley earlier. And I just got the numbers all run up in my head. But the satellite thing, I just want to make one quick comment. IBM is doing some really smart things here. And IBM is being very considerate of the broader services required for true hybrid multi-deployment. The company is owning up to the fact that IBM Cloud is likely not going to be the number one destination for a lot of workloads. And that was a big part of the Red Hat acquisition. Was the company understands playing hybrid is the game the company wants to play. Now, having said that, the challenge I see for IBM going forward is the satellites requires companies to run its cloud. Basically, to get the benefit, you really want to be using IBM's cloud control plane. That's what satellite benefits. And it does not care if your workloads are in AWS. It does not care if you're in Azure, but that is going to be both the challenge and opportunity. So IBM could see scale. It could definitely help OpenShift grow. The services are comprehensive. The things like machine learning and Kubernetes and other critical services that people are looking for have been developed without any customization. They're going to be able to plug it through the cloud packs that are being offered and developed by IBM. But it is going to be a challenge. You are going to have to get people to migrate off of VMware, to migrate off of AWS, to migrate off Azure. And that is the challenge. That, as an analyst, is what I'm looking to hear in future earnings calls and future briefings is, can IBM show big wins with satellite, getting customers that didn't start on IBM to move to IBM satellites as they scale their multi-cloud deployments?
Good adders, Daniel. One final thing I wanted to mention is IBM does have an advantage here. It has its own public cloud, and whether you hate it or love it, it does, just like Oracle. And I do think that is an advantage from a simplicity point of view. And yeah, they'll connect to AWS, GCP. and Azure, but they have their own public cloud, and I think that's important. I also think that IBM I believe, they are competitive around workloads in industries that need the highest level of security and have the highest degree of regulatory scrutiny.